All right, so a lot of times people ask me what I have for lighting, and I just wanted to show you here real quick. So if you see the 4 lights on the left and the 4 lights on the right, those are called like T-bar lights or whatever. They're LED. They're actually really, really bright. So typically I'm pretty careful about pointing those at people's faces, like at the dance floor. Usually they are pointed at your ceiling, and the effect sort of bounces off of the ceiling and bounces around the room or bounces down the dance floor from the ceiling. But to directly put them anywhere where people can see them, it would be a little bit too bright. I have those, and then I have the 2 lights on the top, sort of in the middle, the round ones, as well as these right here. Those are the same as those right there. Those are actually up lights, but I use them for dance lighting. So these things right here are just sort of acrylic tubes that sort of give a nice eye candy effect, I guess, for guests, a little bit different, and looks cool. I'll show you how I'm going to control those as well. And then you have the lights up top, and that's the one effect light that I have right there. So what that light does is it throws sort of square beams around the dance floor, and I can control how fast and how slow they go, and those are actually really good for slow songs. So let me take you through a look of, take you through some of the looks that I like to use depending upon what the song is doing. So we'll start off with one that people don't usually talk about, but the first one is all lights off. All right, so when would you use all lights off? And excuse the windows over here. I can't close those shades, so it's obviously daytime out, and I just sort of darkened this place that I'm in right now. When would you use all lights off? You'd use all lights off when you're trying to create some sort of dramatic part in a song. So I'll show you in some mixing videos, or maybe I'll do it in this video, why you would do that, what a song is sort of telling me as the DJ, and why I would turn all of the lights off. Second one would be all of the lights full on. All right, so that's all lights full on. Why would I put lights fully on? Well, again, it's the opposite of turning the lights fully off. You want to create a dramatic effect by turning all the lights off because the song's doing something that's telling you to do that. You want to turn the lights fully on because the song's doing something again, and you want to express that through your lighting. Creates an effect on the floor that can sort of help people dance, basically, is the bottom line. Like, what can you do with your lighting that's going to enhance what's going on with the songs? Because you're not a live band, so you can't get people's energy to be up by your performance, moving around and whatnot. So you have to typically do it with lighting. All right, so the next scene is going to be, let's say, just that one effect light on. All right, so this would just be with the effect light on, a blue and a white. I like to use those 2 colors a lot. Sometimes I'll just use white, sometimes just blue. And I can actually slow those down, or I can speed them up. Right now I can't do it for you because I'm not at my board. But I just wanted to show you. It sort of throws them around the room, but it can keep it pretty close to the dance floor. So when would you use this? You would use this scene sort of for slow dances. You would also use it during the breakdowns, breakdown section of a song, and I'll show you that in a mix that I'm going to do in a second. So that's that scene. Next scene. Let's do a couple more here. Next one I would do would be, let's say, fully on, with sort of everything going wild. All right, so it's kind of hard to see on camera, but I couldn't put the T-bar lights, the 4 on the left and the 4 on the right, sort of doing a pattern because they can only do that when they're doing it to the sound of the music, so they can feel the bass. So I just put them on a light change where it's changing every like 1 second or something. So they're going kind of crazy, but they're not really doing a pattern. But the up lights, as you can see, are kind of on full blast, and they're going from color to color really fast. So when would I use this? I'd be using this when a song is going crazy for one reason or another. It might be, a good example would be like Shout, let's say. And I can mix that and show you what I mean by that and how the lighting helps that song. All right, next scene. Oh, I don't know, maybe I would just have, you know, I'll do the next scene. All right, so this scene I just have a light blue on the uplights and, you know, the acrylic tubes, so that they're just creating like an ambiance, just sort of a nice vibe in the room. And again, the four lights on the left and the right, I don't have them going to the music right now because I don't want the music to overpower me talking to you. But this would be a scene. Like I'd be thinking in my head, okay, I just want to set up a vibe with the uplights and I want my T-bar lights going to the sound of the music. All right, so I hope that helps and explains to you how I like to do my lighting. And you'll find that if I have the room for your venue, I'm going to be showing up and I'm going to be setting up with this sort of lighting package. Sometimes if I don't have enough room, then I'll just use one of these bars right here, and maybe I can actually put the second one underneath it, so I can have them two on one bar. But otherwise, this is basically what my setup looks like. Yeah, so let me do some mixing videos here, and I'll show you like how it translates to the real world when it's actually like, you know, going with music.